Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode in my Satisfactory series, and those storage units are not rendering in at all. Wow. But things are looking a lot different down there on the ground level. We have got some infrastructure in place slowly, and these are Mark 1 conveyor belts, so very, very slowly, bringing some resources into this central area, and of course we are processing them, and we are making some iron plates, iron rods, and some wires down there, because those are all of the things that we need to make our space elevator, which we're not quite there just yet, but unfortunately it takes time for all of the parts to get where they need to go. We've got at least... Well, there's another, I've got another miner over here. That's where these power, you can see these power strips here. These power poles here are going to another miner that's over there in another limestone deposit, but I haven't channeled it up yet because you can see we've got it backed up going into the converter already making concrete. And I mean, the other things here, they're just so slow and they just don't mine enough resources. So it's just kind of really slow going. Of course, this is just beginning infrastructure. This is all going to be torn up and fixed later on. Up here on the top layer, I've got nothing. Like literally absolutely nothing. I had some infrastructure up here and I removed it all. Got rid of literally everything up here because there's no point in having any of the converters or anything up here because I can't bring any of the resources up here just yet because we still haven't gotten into tier 2. Now I can, this is like gonna let me too, which is weird. I don't know why it would, like it doesn't seem like realistic that it would let me do this before I get to this tier. But I guess maybe I don't have to build the space elevator. I just have to have the ability to build it in order to move on and do something else. But yeah, I've already got this selected as my next milestone. This is what I've been waiting for the conveyor lift so I can start bringing stuff. These I also need as well, the mergers and the splitters, because I wouldn't need to be splitting the resources into different storage silos down below like I'm having to with more, storage options. So yeah, it's been slow going. We've got 2 biomass burners down there, and the biomass burners are just chewing through biofuel right now. That's those right there. And I've got my equipment stuff and everything down there. Let me take you guys down there and give you a little bit closer look at what we've got going on here. Oh, that's always harrowing. Oh, that's always just nerve-wracking. But yeah, we can see here, as we're kind of approaching everything, we've got a lot of infrastructure just kind of temporarily in place down here. This is literally just a means to... This is a limestone deposit. No, yeah, it's an impure one, though. I should honestly have something going over here, though, because it's really much closer to my base. Although, the limestone deposit that's over here in the woods over here, you can see the miner back there. Like, way hidden back in there. That is a normal size deposit, so the mining would go much, much faster there. But yeah, I mean, we probably have to top up our biomass burners. That's why I needed to come back down here in the first place. And, oh boy, yeah, I can see one of them's got a red light. Not sure why, but that means something is not working properly. Or we actually had a surge. Oh, no. Did we have a surge? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think I've got too much stuff running to even run off of these 2 biomass burners, let alone more than 2. I mean, you can see how fast this is burning even biomass fuel, which is, I mean, pretty ridiculously good stuff. I also need the chainsaw, which is also in the tier 2 unlocks. But I do think what we need to do, just for the sake of our power grid, is we need to shut down some of these generation systems here. And yeah, I think that one was still on, but it just didn't have power. And now this one is indeed shut down. So yeah, try to save a little bit of power here, and we'll wait and we'll construct more concrete whenever we actually need it and when we get a chance. But we hardcore need iron stuff especially, so we can't shut any of that stuff down. What I probably also don't need is right now I just have copper going into 2 different things. I've got 2 different copper construction facilities, or facility, whatever you want to call it. I've got 2 different things making copper. I don't really think I need that right now either. All the wires are one of the most key components that you really, really need. But we're going to shut this down as well. And all we really need to do is, I honestly should have thought about this with a limestone too, but all we really need to do is just shut down the miner. And once the miner is shut down, once this depletes all of the reserves that are hiding around in it, it'll shut off automatically, like it won't need to run anymore. So it just seems like a much smarter plan. So yeah, that should help save on some of the biomass. But I desperately, like, I'm still waiting. I think wire is honestly the thing I'm waiting most on. And yeah, you can see how much copper we have just in terms of that. And then this is the top storage unit. This is the one that we just hooked up that's over there that we just shut down. So that's what's going into this one. And that one's actually not building anything. And I just brought this stuff from up top because we had a ton of it left over up top. And we do have storage units down here. I forgot I built these. Yep, we do have storage units down here. Again, we have wire, we have iron plating, and we have iron bars all being stored. I believe that should be it for those. And I believe we still need more iron plates, too. We've got enough concrete. I know that. And, yeah, we definitely probably still need all of that. Where are we here? Oh, we are so close. We just need wires. Literally just need wires. So, you know what? I'm going to rejoin you guys up top when we have everything that we need to construct our space elevator. We'll get that plunked down, and then there's a couple more things I want to look at before we wrap up here today. Yeah, open it up, baby. I love this stuff. I love it. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. Why does that not look like it's like centered though? Looks like it's like off. I guess it's probably not. I'm probably just imagining things. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Clamp her right in. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. So now we've got a space elevator. Beautiful. So now that that's checked off of the list, we're going to head back over into our little fix-it hub. And we are going to complete the next tier, which is going to get us our vertical conveyor belts. And that's when we're going to start really being able to change up the game here. And we're basically going to eliminate a good portion of the infrastructure that we actually have down below. So let's go ahead and boop, hit that launch pad. And I just paused the game for no reason, and then this thing is going to go taking off.
Merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the
Sure. Thanks. Yeah, that will come back in, well, whenever it comes back. But I'm pretty sure we have to go for the one with the chainsaw. And I believe that is in tier 2, and I believe it is obstacle clearing. This has to be our next milestone right here. And we actually have, like, more than enough wire. And we basically just have to make the cables. So that's actually going to be really good. We'll be able to get the chainsaw pretty easily. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's beautiful. Destroy all of nature. Give it all to me. Come on. Thank you. So we're going to do a 3 tall stack, and we should probably even do like more than that. Like, I mean, really, but we can add more in later necessarily. And what we're going to end up doing is we need some of these. And we're going to have our... This is going to be our... Come on, turn around. There we go. This here is going to be our outflow pipe for all of our iron that's in all of this stuff. Everything that we've got that's iron is coming out here, and it's got to go over here too, because the base is to the left side of the waterfall when you're looking at it this way. So everything's going to have to go in that direction too, which is going to be... Bleh. All this is going to look so ugly for the longest time, and I hate it when this stuff looks ugly. So now all of our iron is going to flow into the top silo, and then it will slowly but surely make its way down from that into the middle one, from that into the bottom one. And like I said, we can just endlessly kind of keep stacking this. We just have to change this thing here, because we're going to get more powerful miners and faster conveyor belts down here, at least until we get drones, because I don't know what tier drones are. I don't know where they added them actually into the tier system. I can't believe that they're post-nuclear power, though. Like, nuclear power still seems like it's probably endgame. So yeah, all of our iron now is going to be merging into the same conveyor system and going into one storage. Just one. I got to do this with the copper as well. And then comes the fun of trying to get this whole system here to merge into our existing into the terrain here and not be like a giant mess, and to also meet my aesthetic approval, which it never ever will. This is just all temporary until we get drones, and then we can just have the drones airlifting stuff back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But let's get some work done here. Let's get this stuff kind of over to the cliff over there. I'm going to take it right basically in this direction, right where that hammer is, right over that way. And then we're going to go kind of up the cliff right through that gap right there. So basically to there and then over to the cliff face and then up is where we're going to go. But we've got to actually get it there first. So let's get... And I kind of like to keep, if you hold down the control button when you're doing this, it'll snap to the kind of, you see that green line there. That means it's going straight from where the other one is. And I kind of really like to do that. I like to make sure that these are like not going all over the place. And then I like to elevate them too, so they kind of stay nice and leveled going across stuff. Although they don't, like, it's still going to come down a bit, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys in a little while here. And hopefully we will be able to start transporting, whatever, all of our stuff up to the top layer. And it's slowly trickling in, but we finally have iron arriving up at the top where our hub is located. Oh, my Lord. Remember when I wanted to avoid the conveyor spaghetti? Also, there's no way to reach this outcropping right here, like, without just jumping down there. And I have died more times than I will admit. But the good thing is we now have iron arriving up here. We now also have splitters and things like this. So what we can do is we can take a signal from out of here. And basically, I want to line it up with our storage silo. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to start lining our buildings up here. We're going to get some of our, where are we? Logistics, production, there we go. We got to get some constructors up here, and we just need to turn them so they are the correct way. And that actually snapped right to the splitter, which is great. But we're actually going to build that right there, because then we're going to build another one right next to it. And we're going to build another one right next to it over... Is that too high? Yeah, it's too high. Okay. It's okay. We can still fit it here, but we got to place it manually because the game is being silly. I do wish that it was like a little bit more adaptive and stuff. But this is why we need to build like an actual factory over here, because this thing is just going to be like sus like this. Like, building is always just not going to really work out kind of the way we want it to unless we make the game kind of do the things we want it to do. Which, is a pain. But, nonetheless, there we go. There's our other constructor. And now what we can do is we can just kind of combine... Oh my god, I thought I almost jumped off the edge. Woo-hoo-hoo. Combine all of these things coming out of the splitter here, get you to here, get you to here, and then there we go. There are all of our converters done and dusted, and then we have to do iron plates. We have to do iron plates again. Our screws, what are screws? Screws are rods. Okay, never mind. So we need rods twice. Yeah, we need rod. Did I even not set one for... Yeah, we need rods. And we need rods here. And then we need to put another one in series with this. And there we go. And I want you right there. And you, my friend, are going to produce screws. Done. Yeah, that is. I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote as far as all this kind of as far as all this kind of stuff is concerned. But man, it is. Whew. I decided to make this more difficult for myself in a very tedious way, which it happened, and now I'm not changing it. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we've already got like a lot of power coming from down below. That's great. We need to get some power rocking and rolling up here, so that way we're not running into any of these kind of production issues or whatnot up here. But remember, we did take all of our constructors and everything offline down there. I don't want to really run all the lines for all the copper and everything up here too. That's going to be such a pain. And then we still have the concrete down there as well. I really like it. Really annoys me that there's no mineral deposits like way up here in the world. But I mean, that I'm pretty sure is going to do it for another episode here of Satisfactory. I really do love this game. I love the creativity that you're allowed to use in kind of making these beautiful, more efficient machines. And I really love just, getting to explore this world. So next up, we've got more stuff we've got to accomplish here. And I believe, yeah, what are we waiting for here? We need wire, we need screws, and we need plates. So we need more screws for this, which I have the rods to make right now. And then we are researching this stuff here. So we can get homemade beacons. This is our molecular analyzer. And then we also need things like, all this stuff. So lots and lots more to do. But I mean, we also have this, and I forgot that we have this, but what I also need to do is, this is just kind of a test to just kind of, showcase what it's going to look like. But all this stuff needs to come out of here. Basically, where this storage silo is, there's going to be a building right up against the edge of that, and then this building is going to come all the way back here, and it's going to encompass all of our basic iron production. So we're going to be spitting out all sorts of stuff: iron bars, iron plates, screws, reinforced iron plates, all those different kinds of things. But the problem is you need to, kind of contain a lot of that different stuff inside. So that is going to be in the next episode. Until then, please make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Check out my other stuff that I've got going on the channel. I've got positivity videos for my podcast. I am going to have more and more cooking stuff in the near future, and my Minecraft series, which are continuing. So, just make sure that you stay tuned for more amazing content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time for Satisfactory. Cheers.